Have you ever confronted anyone who's impersonated you?
No.
Have you ever wanted to?
Yes.
Most of y'all probably recognize this person up here on the screen, not just because she's one of the biggest pop stars of our generation, no, she's not Ariana Grande, but because she is said pop star's biggest and creepiest impersonator on the face of this earth. Meet Paige Niemann, Ariana Grande's most infamous impersonator, who decided to not only capitalize off trying to look like Ariana Grande, which is weird in and of itself, but she decided to take this whole career thing up a notch in the worst way possible by making an OF where she's pretty much sexualizing Ariana Grande and cosplaying as her, and I'm gonna leave the rest up to you to assume whatever she would be doing on that platform while looking like Ariana. Obviously, Ariana is super famous, and she's definitely got some creepy older fans out there that probably would have enjoyed if she had an OF. Now, of course, Ariana doesn't have an OF and probably is against that since she doesn't have one, but this TikToker Paige decided to fulfill everyone else's fantasies by plastering Ariana's features into her face and making OF content out of it. Talk about morals and ethics. While Paige has racked up over 10 million followers on TikTok, she's clearly made a lot of people, including Ariana herself, super uncomfortable. I mean, I'm sure any person would be disturbed by this. It all started a few years ago when Paige first started blowing up around the time of the pandemic, where she made content dressing up as Cat Valentine and imitating this character Ariana played on Victorious. Her videos were getting a lot of traction to the point where back in 2019, Ariana initially expressed how she pretty much thought this was just plain awkward and weird. She had tweeted about it saying, "I just wonder why the cat voice and dialogue. I'm sure she's the sweetest sweetheart for real, but it's definitely bizarre seeing people blend the two worlds." But little did poor Ariana know that Paige had an entire master plan ahead and how she was going to leverage this whole social media thing and take full advantage of how much she looked like Ariana, which, to be fair, without all the makeup, you can't really tell the resemblance as much. I mean, Paige did do an interview a few years ago talking about how she does her whole routine to get ready to be able to achieve the Ariana look. It's a whole thing, and I mean, imagine just dedicating your entire existence to that. To say it's cringe would be an understatement, and that's why many people are now rejoicing over the fact that Paige is now officially banned on not only Instagram, but also TikTok after all these years. The girl racked over 10 million followers on TikTok alone, but back to Paige's little social media journey real quick before we get into how people on social media are reacting to this. Eventually, Paige went full on go mode. She switched from mimicking Cat to straight up impersonating Ariana. The way she smiles to the T, the way she speaks, and even recently started posting photos of herself pretending to be Ariana as Grande, a character she was playing for a movie she filmed. It's like, what do you actually get out of doing this besides negative attention? And the nail in the coffin these last few weeks was Paige even pretended to be Ariana the way she looked at the Domingo skit that she tried recreating a couple of weeks ago. It's all just so unhealthy, creepy, and is giving stalker type obsession. At least that's what many on social media think. So over these last few years, more and more people have caught on to Paige's obsessive behavior towards Ariana, which is weird because at the same time, Paige also seems to appear jealous or shady towards Ariana. It's like, at least pick one. Like, do you like her since you're trying to be like her so bad, or do you hate her? Pick a struggle. Because recently, Ariana sat down with Vanity Fair for a lie detector test video, and Cynthia asked if she'd ever confronted an impersonator. Ariana said no, but when asked if she wanted to, she admitted yes in a fun way. Paige instantly decided to respond by posting on her Instagram story, "Me when I get confronted in a fun way." Super immature, everyone thought. She clearly thought this was just that serious and she could just throw some shade back at Ariana as if she now has some sort of superiority over her just because she thinks, I don't know, she looks like her and is making all this money off of looking like her and had amassed over 10 million followers. It's clear Ariana has been disturbed by Paige over these last few years more and more since she completely crossed the line with the whole OF situation. But it seems like Paige's social media reign might be over now because yesterday both her TikTok and Instagram accounts were banned, and the internet is finally celebrating, you guys. Especially because the straw that broke the camel's back, I mean, just grasp the concept of someone cosplaying as me in a suggestive manner and then also profiting off of it. Just think about that, you guys. And she probably made a bag from doing that. I could only imagine how pissed Ariana would be about this, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she had her team of lawyers take some sort of part in the ban of Paige's accounts or take some sort of legal action in order to get her accounts deleted, because at this point it's clear what Paige's motives were with this whole social media thing.
Paige Niemann is officially banned, and we have some updates.
Paige Niemann is basically the Ariana Grande lookalike. Kinda got weird how much she was trying to be like Ariana, dressed like her, did the same makeup and everything. Anyway, as we know, she's been banned on TikTok, and the Arianators are celebrating because her whole stunt was just weird and creepy. The thing that's also crazy is she wasn't just banned on TikTok. It seems it was on all platforms. I checked Insta too, and she's not there. She is gone. Honestly, if I was in her situation, I would be pretty upset. She built a pretty big platform, but I mean, it was off the wrong thing. Copying someone's every move, such as the way she talks, eats, walks, and everything, is a stretch. At that point, I think what happened to her is completely deserved. I mean, here's what people had to say about it. Disgusting person. Send her to the psych ward. You'll never be Ariana Grande. And last but not least, is this the real Paige Niemann? Because you've lost a lot of followers. Yeah, no, that account wasn't Paige Niemann because this is her account and she's gone. I mean, but what are y'all's thoughts about this? I mean, are we sad for Paige seeing she lost such a big following? Or are we happy and think this has been well deserved?
Most people are in favor of the ban, but others are still upset that it took this long for her accounts to be completely wiped. Now, especially the Arianators are cheering this on. This person said, "I don't even like Ariana Grande, and I'm glad that weirdo was banned. I don't like Ariana Grande as a person. I think she's not for the girlies, but even with that being said, impersonating another woman while you make adult content is so foul if I ever saw Paige. Paige is such a weirdo. 10 million people followed her. Her having OF is also crazy work because people will actually think it's Ariana Grande." This person said, "I really need a psych documentary on all the women who completely become obsessed with impersonating celebrities, like Paige and Ashley." Ashley is another TikToker who's impersonating Taylor Swift, who also gets a lot of backlash, but her account still seems to be up. Who knows, she might be next to get her account deleted, but people definitely want to see more of this happen. More repercussions for these extreme impersonators here on social media, that's for sure. Now, as far as what's next for Paige, who knows, but hopefully she isn't back or learns her lesson or starts something new where she can finally be herself and have her own identity. The conversation continued over on Twitter. Maybe she can find her own identity apart pretending to be Ariana. What a relief. She's so creepy. Last time I saw her account, she was posting her boyfriend and responding to a comment about how he only loves her for looking like Ariana. Oh my god, if that's true, that's wild. The fact she was making OF content cosplaying as Ariana is disturbing. I'm glad they got her out of here. Impersonating is one thing. Her making OF content is insane. Which, yeah, it's something that I don't think we've ever really seen before. We've seen people impersonating celebrities for the longest time on social media, years and years ago. But to go out of your way to make OF content, like, how does one even think of that? It's just so disgusting. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below. Are you here for the ban? Do you think it should have happened sooner? I love you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.